Well, hey friends, it's Dawn here, and I might look a little bit different to you today, and that is because I'm wearing my glasses. So I don't typically wear my glasses when I do my tutorials because number one, I don't know if you can tell, I have a ring light and it makes these really weird, little circles on my glasses. You can see that is why I wear my contacts when I film my tutorials. The other reason is because I feel like I'm blind as a bat and it's really hard for me to see. So wearing my contacts, it's a lot easier for me to see into my mirrors. I wear my contacts again whenever I film, and most days I wear my contacts, especially now that we're wearing our masks full time. I like to wear my contacts so my glasses don't fog up, but I know that a lot of people wear glasses. And again, I do wear glasses from time to time on the weekend or just, other days that I may not feel like putting my contacts in. So I did get a request a couple weeks ago from Terry. Hi, Terry. And her request was for a tutorial on how to do eye makeup for glasses. And I was like, this is perfect because I'm, doing this eyeshadow series and I know so many people wear glasses. I already knew a few of these tips because, again, being an eyeglass wearer ever since I was a little kid, I already kind of learned some of the things to do or not do when wearing glasses, but did decide to dive a little bit deeper and, do some research and look up some techniques and tips, and I wanted to share those with you today. Thanks again for joining me today. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the community. I'm glad to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you guys so much. I've been having a lot of you pop over into my Instagram, in my inbox, and say hello. And hey guys, I'm so glad that you're watching. I've had so much fun with this eyeshadow series, and I have actually videos planned out for the next couple of months. So I just cannot wait every week to get these videos to you guys. As always, if you find the video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you love it, make sure you share it with a friend. And are you ready to get started? All right, let's do it. Before we start the makeup application, let's look at what the glasses do to my eyes so we can see the areas that we need to work on. You'll notice right away that my brows are not very visible. My frames are pretty dark. They're a dark green, but it kind of makes my brows fade away, so they're not as noticeable. Also, you'll notice that the glasses will kind of create shadows or magnify shadows that are there. So underneath of my eyes, I feel like my dark circles are accentuated. And then also my eyes are they just don't stand out. So what happens is when I have my glasses on, and I love my glasses, I love to wear them, but when I have my glasses on, my eyes are not as prominent because the frames really take away from that. The first thing that I want to do, I've already applied my foundation, and the next thing that I want to do is I really want to frame my face by doing my brows. Let me go ahead and take my glasses off, and I am going to start with my brows. And today I'm just going to use the Mary Kay Tinted Brow Gels. It's been a while since I've used this. Normally I use my brow pencil, but I want to show you how quick and easy it is to do your brows with the brow gel. And also I wanted to mention that if you wear glasses, probably the most important thing that you can have in your beauty routine for your eye makeup is a magnified mirror. I personally love a magnified mirror that flips, that swivels, and has a regular mirror on one side and then that really, magnified mirror on the other side, because when I'm not wearing my glasses or contacts, I have a really hard time seeing. And so the magnifying mirror will really help me to see and to apply my makeup more precisely. And I have that mirror just right underneath of the camera level. So let me go ahead and start this tinted brow gel. I love my brow pencil. I will link my brow tutorial. There's lots of things that you can use. You can use the tinted brow gel. You can use the brow pencil. You can use the eyeshadow like I showed in last week's video. So lots of options, but again, just want to show you the difference. Even if I just do a quick and easy brow with the tinted brow gel, you will see the difference it will make when I put my glasses back on. All right, so I've just done one. And again, this is not a very dramatic brow. I do typically do a pencil, but even just that little bit, you can see the difference. Let me just do my other brow real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, now that my brows are done, let's talk about dark circles. You may have dark circles because it's hereditary, or you may have them because of lack of sleep or possibly allergies, low iron, anything like that. But for me, my dark circles tend to come and go depending on the amount of sleep I'm getting. I just got back from traveling. I went away for a long weekend, and while I was gone, I just didn't sleep as well as I normally do. My sleep routine was off, and I just, not in my own bed, just sort of tossed and turned a little bit more than normal. So I feel like my dark circles are a little bit more pronounced today. And wearing glasses, we know that kind of magnifies everything. If you have dark circles under your eyes already, the glasses are going to make them appear a little bit, darker, because again, we get that shadow effect from the glasses. I want to use a concealer today that is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. Normally with concealer, I tell you, you can either use your skin tone or you can go with something a little bit lighter if you want to brighten and highlight. And because I'm wearing the glasses, I want to use the lighter color. I have light ivory concealer, and that is what I'm going to use under my eyes. And I'm going to focus on the inner corners where I do get the shadow and blend that in. So let me take my glasses back off. And again, I'm using the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. This is the light ivory. Where the shadow is right here, and I'm going to focus that concealer just right here. Now, I don't want to go too heavy with the concealer because I don't want it to accentuate any fine lines and wrinkles. Again, we have magnification with those glasses. So if we have fine lines and wrinkles, they're going to possibly be more magnified. So we don't want to use any makeup that's going to accentuate that unnecessarily. Just use a little bit of concealer, just enough to kind of tone down that darkness or the shadows, but not so much that you're accentuating those fine lines and wrinkles. I always like to give my concealer a moment to warm up on the skin. And while that is doing that, I want to tell you that one of the most important things you can do with your eye area, around your eye area, no matter if you wear glasses, but especially if you wear glasses, and again, everything is being accentuated, really think about investing in an eye cream. So if you didn't catch my video earlier this week, my Tip Tuesday, I actually talked about eye cream. Typically, when women start to see the visible signs of aging, one of the first places we see it is around our eyes. We see those fine lines and wrinkles. And again, with glasses, everything that we have around our eyes is being accentuated with the glasses. And so we want to really make sure that we're minimizing those fine lines and wrinkles as much as we can. Obviously, it is natural to age, and everyone is going to age. Everyone at some point is going to get fine lines and wrinkles, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I have them, and it's fine. I have my laugh lines, I have my smile lines, and, as I age, I'm just going to be getting, more and more, this fine lines and wrinkles and signs of aging around my face. And I think everyone obviously is going to have that. But what I want to do is I want to minimize that, or I want to, slow down that process as much as I can. I want to, make myself look as young as I can for as long as I can, and really age gracefully. For me, I want to use an eye cream around my eye area so that I can, minimize those fine lines and wrinkles that I'm seeing, and not have them maybe, as deep or as pronounced as if I didn't use an eye cream. So using an eye cream is going to help, again, with, hydration around the eyes. Is going to help to fight the fine lines and wrinkles. And depending on the eye cream you choose, it may help you with the dark circles. It will help to firm that skin. So that's one of the steps that you want to make sure that you're adding in if you do wear glasses, is really make sure that you have that eye cream in your skincare routine. All right, this has been on my face for a little bit, so I'm going to start to blend this in, and you can use, a sponge or a brush. I'm just going to use my finger here, the warmth of my finger, just helping this to blend in. using this lighter color, I'm just helping to brighten this area under my eyes. And I concentrate the color here, and then I just pat it out. So I'm not having a lot of product right here where I do have those fine lines and wrinkles, because I don't want the product to settle into those fine lines and wrinkles. So apply the product here, tap it, and just pull it out toward the outer corner. All right, let me blend the other eye real quick. Now that I've done my brows and the concealer under my eyes, let's talk about your lenses. If you are farsighted, which means you can see far away, but you have a hard time seeing close up, your glasses, the lenses in your glasses are going to make your eyes look larger. It's going to magnify everything. And what you want to do is you want to make sure, like I said earlier, is you want to really focus on using a magnifying mirror so you can see the best that you can. Because again, if you're farsighted, you can see far away, but you really have a hard time seeing close up. So make sure that you're using a magnifying mirror or a little handheld mirror that you hold as close as you can, so that you can be very precise with your makeup application and make sure that everything is very well blended. Make sure that again, the concealer's blended in, make sure your eye colors are blended, make sure your eyeliner is even and smudged in well, or applied perfectly, because those glasses, those lenses that you have if you're farsighted, are going to magnify everything, and you don't want a lot of mistakes. Just really work on using the magnifying mirror or using the handheld mirror, and just work on practicing your techniques and getting everything very well blended. Now, if you have if you're nearsighted like I am, so I actually can see close up pretty well, but I can't see far away. So I absolutely have to wear my glasses while I'm driving, or if I'm watching TV or anything like that. I don't necessarily need them if I'm reading, but I need them for everything else. And my eyes are pretty bad. I've had glasses since I was 10. But when you are nearsighted like me, and again, you can't see far away, but what happens is your glasses will tend to make your eyes look a little bit smaller. So again, it's really important that we learn how to bring those eyes forward, that we learn to accentuate the eyes. So that's what this video is all about. Either way, whether you have the nearsightedness or farsightedness, you want to make sure that you're using some eyeshadow to accentuate the eye area. Again, if you're farsighted and your glasses are magnifying everything, you can definitely go bold with your color, because everything looks a little bit larger. Your eyes are going to look larger, and the larger your frames are, the more area that you have there. So, be, like I said, be bold, have some fun, do a smoky eye, something like that. And if you're like me and you're nearsighted and your glasses are making your eyes look a little bit smaller, then maybe stick to some neutral colors, some neutral mattes, some light, bright shades. So that's kind of the difference with, again, the nearsightedness and farsightedness, but some of that will depend on the frame of your eyeglasses. So the larger the frame, the more area you have to work with. You can kind of go a little bit bolder. The smaller your frame, if you have really tiny little frames, you're not going to be able to see your eyes as well either way. So if you have smaller frames, again, stick to those lighter colors, something a little bit brighter, a little bit more neutral. I am going to go with some light, neutral mattes, and I'm just going to do a very simple look that would be perfect for the office. So let me get my palette here. All right, I am going to start with Sandcastle. This is a matte color, and I'm going to apply this all over both eyes. Let me take my glasses off again. Let me grab an eyeshadow brush. So I actually just washed all my really good brushes, and they're still wet, so I'm just using an old all over eye color brush, that's all. I'm going to take this Sandcastle, which again is a neutral matte shade, and it's pretty close to my skin color. So I'm going to apply this all over. And I just realized while I was editing that I put a bunch of bracelets on. Some of them are charm bracelets and they're clinking together, so that's the noise you hear. Now I'm going to take a color up into the crease and pull it up just a little bit higher, like I do in my video for hooded eyes. I'm going to take another matte color and I am going to use the Dusty Rose. I love this color. So just taking this right into that crease, but just a little bit above it. And just that backward and forth windshield wiper motion. And I'll link the video for hooded eyes so you can see this technique in a little bit more depth. And using our brushes from the current set. Again, mine are all wet. I didn't give any, I didn't think about that earlier when I was gonna film. I should have waited, but I like to use my brush cleaner for in between, but I do like to give my brushes a good wash every now and then with some antibacterial soap and water. All right, so that is again just still nice and light and bright and neutral, and I'm going to take a little bit of a bright color. I'm going to use the crystalline here, and I'm going to bring it right into that inner corner to brighten up. It's right there where that tear duct is, and I'm just going to pull it in just a little bit. That's one area we want to keep, again, really light and bright, is the inner corner of the eye with that concealer, and then a lighter color as a highlight. That is a nice neutral matte eye, and that is perfect for if you are nearsighted and your eyes are looking smaller with your glasses. So this will help to brighten the eyes up. Oh, let me put my glasses back on so we can see. We are not quite done yet, but you can see it is not making my eyes appear smaller. In fact, I feel like it does already make my eyes appear larger, just those lighter colors. The next thing, whether or not you have, you know, nearsightedness, farsightedness, it may be we're bifocal, so you know, have a little bit of both. Either way, you really want to define your eyes very well by using liner. So it depends, again, if we're talking farsighted, your eyes are going to appear a lot larger, so you can align all the way around your eyes if you want. But if your eyes are like mine and you are nearsighted and your glasses are making your eyes appear smaller, I would recommend that you don't go all the way around your eye, because that's going to make them appear even smaller. So I am going to line the upper lid with liner, and I'm going to do the lower lid with just a little bit of shadow. You do want some liner to define the eye, because again, the glasses, the frames can kind of make your eyes appear to get lost underneath of them, but I do want to keep my eyes from looking smaller than the glasses already make them. I'm going to take the Mary Kay eyeliner. Hold on, let me grab that. Let me find it. All right, so I'm going to take the Mary Kay eyeliner in MK Black, and I'm going to line the upper lids with this. So this magnifying mirror is super helpful right now. I'm going to line right along my lash line. And I did read something. I was doing a lot of research for this video, and they were saying that if you have very, very thin frames, keep your eyeliner really thin, and then the thicker the frames, go a little bit thicker with your liner. So you kind of mimic that, and my frames are a little bit thicker, so I'm going to go a little bit thicker with this liner. Now you may find, again, if you're depending on your vision and you don't have glasses or contacts in, you may find it hard to see. So I like to apply my liner and then smudge it out, because again, you know, I don't always see as well as I'd like to, so I might not have a perfectly straight line like right now. I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to blend that out and soften it. These are just a bunch of brushes, again, I've had in my collection, just have gotten over the years from different places, so I don't have anything I'm going to link below this week. But if you are interested, a lot of the other, I think every other video in my eyeshadow series, I do have our brushes linked. So you can go back and check one of those out. And I think next week's video, I'm actually going to do a video on all of the different brushes that we have in our collection. All right, so this is smudged out. So it is pretty thick, but again, I have thick frames. And I'm just going to do the liner on the top. So let me do the other eye real quick. Now I have the eyeliner on the top, and I want to take just a little bit of the Dusty Rose eyeshadow and just apply it to the bottom. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And I'm honestly just using the Mary Kay Oliver eyeshadow brush. You can just take a little bit of that. Again, this is just going to define, but it's going to keep it nice and soft. If your eyes are far-sighted, go for that liner all the way around. All right, let's put the glasses back on and see where we're at. All right, so my eyes are starting to stand out a little bit more. You can see they are more noticeable. We are not quite done yet. Our next thing that we want to talk about is mascara. We have lots of different formulas in Mary Kay of mascara, and some of them are volumizing and some of them are lengthening. When you wear glasses, one of the things that sometimes will happen if you're using mascara is your lashes may actually hit the lenses, and we don't want this to happen. So there's two things that you can do to avoid that. One is to actually curl your lashes, and one is to use a volumizing mascara, not a lengthening mascara. I am going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to apply the Lash Intensity mascara, which is a volumizing mascara. So let me do that real quick. Now I have my mascara on. Let's put these glasses on. And you can see, I know that my ring light keeps getting in the way, but you can see that my eyes are definitely more pronounced than they were at the very beginning. So I have the eyebrows that are framing my face, and then adding those light, bright colors and adding the eyeliner for definition and that volumizing mascara really makes my eyes stand out from the beginning of the video. The last thing I want to tell you is that when you are doing your eye makeup for glasses, that you want to make sure that you're setting your makeup with a powder. So you can use a colored powder like a mineral powder foundation, or you can use the translucent loose powder, and setting that is really going to help to keep the glasses from sliding on your nose. I have my foundation on and I have a liquid foundation, but I'm going to come on with the translucent loose powder, just tapping a little bit of that. Tapped a lot, so I don't need quite that much, but I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the brush, and I'm going to make sure to set my nose, especially. I actually do need to set my whole face because I hadn't done that yet, but just make sure that you are setting the nose, the bridge of the nose there, so that way the glasses won't slide as much. All right, and that is the eye makeup for glasses. I hope that these tips were helpful to you. I know, again, as a glasses wearer, it is really important that I learn this for myself, and I knew some of these techniques, and I loved using them, like for instance, curling my lashes and making sure I was using concealer. But thank you so much to Terry for recommending this, because I dove a little bit deeper and I found some more techniques that I could share with you. If you have a question about makeup or skincare, make sure to comment below and let me know so I can do some research and maybe do a video to answer your question. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the red bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. As always, I'll link the products below for more information, and I'll link my social media channels. Come on over and say hi.